Let's consider a reality check, though. We'll do it this way. There is really nothing out there. You're looking from yourself. You're looking at me, or you're looking at the world around you when you're walking. You think you see things. You use your five senses, you know. You hear things, smell things, touch things, taste things, see things, right? Yes? Okay. Mike, yes, okay, phones. There is nothing out there. There is no color. Did you know that? There's no taste. There's no texture. There's no smell. There are only vibrations which our senses perceive in some way and that we agree to interpret a certain way. That's our set of reality. That's the human set. We're conditioned, programmed, maybe made to screen out these other things. All of our body cells, we've got about 60 trillion. How many zeros is that? A lot of them, huh? Molecules, atomic particles, and they're in a constant state of motion, constant state of flux. Okay? Always changing, rapidly. We used to think that our whole body system, cells, and everything were replaced every 7 years. Now we know, we realize that everything is in a constant state of flux. All of the molecules, all the atoms of our body that makes up our body. We aren't what we were as a person a few seconds ago. Everything's changes. It's like the old Indian thing. They say, you can't step in the same river twice. Because the river's flowing, it's changing. Same thing. But what's the paradox? What's the funny thing about this? The real thing about this? If this is the scenario, everything's in a constant state of flux, how do we maintain and preserve our I am I identity? Things keep changing. What ultimately then is consciousness, okay? Is it spirit? If that's the case, then perhaps all of our laws of nature and behavior are only habits. Maybe everything we see, believe, taste, sense in any way is a habit. Maybe if we change our habits, our reality changes. Some people already have the habit changed type of thing. And they can see things that other people can't. Some people do attract UFOs, okay? That's one aspect of it. Some people see them, other people don't. It's like the Fatima thing. Remember the Fatima thing? Some people saw the Virgin Mary. Some people didn't. Somebody saw a UFO, a disc. Somebody saw a spinning sun. Some people saw nothing. Habit, reality, set that we're born into and programmed into. We have a long way to go to realize that reality is a far different thing than we really think it is. Okay. The real puzzle for common sense approaches to quantum events is that nothing at all happens, as I said, until human consciousness touches it. Nothing happens until our consciousness creates these mental constructs and we agree to analyze and interpret them that way. Suddenly only consciousness matters. But we've also all been programmed by myths. We are talking about UFOs. We are, okay? Especially the garden variety type myth. Especially, more familiarly, we know them as the Garden of Eden myths. The three religions out of the Middle East: Judaism, Christianity, Islam, which means submission. They all seem to be part of a group soul, don't they? I've worked there. I worked in the Middle East for over 12 years. I know the mindset. They're like a hive. This is their collective understanding of reality. They certainly wouldn't entertain free thinkers. Free thinkers would disallow, would make religions forfeit, okay? Religions tell us we have to be controlled. Free thinkers don't fit into that. No organized, structured religion serves the spiritual needs of humankind. They serve themselves. Notice I said humankind, not mankind. But we're here to talk about UFOs, okay. And we're all trying to make sense of the world at the same time. That's partly why you're in school, partly not. Because what school really does is not give you a general discerning or teach you how to think differently, reflectively, this type of thing. That's something that you have to gravitate to do yourself. Most schools are there to turn out, unfortunately, working units to fit into society. What started it all for me in Ireland, okay? It started with a telepathic message. 10th of July, 1999. From then on, we had all kinds of sightings. That's how we got a lot of our shots on video, okay? The voice said, "Go out now." Now, I never heard a voice in my head before. And it was clear as a bell. It was like a masculine voice this time. I didn't hesitate. I was out watching skies and stuff like that. I had a camera handy. Believe it or not, I did. Maybe you're prepared for this in some which way you don't understand. I went outside, immediately grabbed the camera and went outside. As soon as I was outside the back door, this ship came right alongside of the star in the east, okay? Started doing high-speed right-angle turns. I have it on film, thank you, on video. And all these other things started from there. I did not expect it in Ireland. I'd seen them elsewhere all over the world, okay? And on radar scopes and chasing them. But I also had up-close observations, you know, and sightings of UFOs. On the 18th of July, 2000, outside of our house, we had a gravel path, and there's only about 200 yards maybe overhead, okay? Plasma craft, much like the Carlos Diaz one, appeared. I ran. I never do a skywatch that time of the day, or I didn't then. I had a camera on my father-in-law's car, just in case. I ran to get the camera. My wife saw me through the window, you know. What's he up to? What's he running, you know? So I run to get the camera. Turned around, plasma craft was there. As soon as I aimed the camera at it, it blinked out. It did not fly away. It blinked out. Electrical interferences. When we were having this spate of sightings in 1999 around our house and Castle Leslie, they're on 3 major ley lines, which UFOs seem to like to take, okay? We've had microwave ovens go off and on by themselves. Lights go off and on and flicker, which could be common with Irish electricity, so we ignored that, okay? Channels, TVs turning themselves on and on, switching channels in different rooms. We had the car's engine fail, okay? And we had it fail in such a way that was absolutely outstanding, because when we brought it to the repair shop, guy's been doing electrical stuff for 30 years, he'd never seen anything like it before. I can give you facts, figures, and people later privately, okay? But the diodes on the generator, they either work or they don't work, okay? They're either off or on. These diodes, when he tested them, they would come on, some would come on brightly, some would come on dimly. Never seen anything like that before. That happened on 3 different occasions.